Hi guys, welcome back to a diary of a first time property developer. I think this is going to be week 11 and 12. Not much really changed on site last week, so I'll put in where we were last week, and then in a minute I will show you around what we've done this week. Right guys, so it's Friday. I've not been on site since Tuesday, where I did just a small video. We have got some walls up now, or at least one dividing wall. So this has been fixed to the floor and into the ceiling there. Now I think this is gyp rock wall. I'll double check on the name of the product. But basically you have two separate tracks, and then you have your insulation in between, and I think this ends up having two boards on either side as well. So you're going to end up with two boards, insulation, and another two boards. And underneath we have got fireproof, I guess it's fireproof mastic. I'm not sure it's going to show on the camera, but it does actually feel quite a nice size in here now. At the end there you're going to have your bedroom sleeping area, then obviously you have your living and kitchen areas, and then this one here also has its own bathroom area in there. Right, so again, bathroom. Again, this feels like a big bathroom as well to me, and this is again probably one of, I quite like this flat. Feels light. And this is what I was saying about that wall, where the return comes into the living area, so it can have a doorway. Another thing on sound, so the architect has asked for 2 layers of blue acoustic. When the warranty surveyor was here, he said he wanted red and blue. We agreed to stay with just the 2 blues because red does half an hour, I think. Half an hour, whatever it is, I will check. Maybe red does an hour, but 2 lots of blue would do an hour as well. So it would have been fine. I don't know where the miscommunication was, but again, the architect's going to be a bit worried about sound because 2 lots of blue should be better than a blue and a pink. But yeah, that's this flat. So things are changing. So up in the loft space we have got insulation, then we've got the 2 boards, one being a thicker soundboard and then a standard 12mm or 12.5mm plasterboard, and then I'm just trying to work out, and then I think this is also below it as well. I'll have to try and work that out. Okay, right, I've worked it out. So up in the loft we have rock wall insulation, then we've got the 2 layers of plasterboard, one being a thicker soundboard and then a standard, and then I believe we may have some more insulation under that, but I'll check the drawings and I will correct myself if that is not right. Apart from that, doesn't look like upstairs has changed too much since I was last here on Tuesday. You guys would have seen we've got the floor open up there for the staircase. We're going to have to work out something to do with these now that we've got steel showing. I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to put some fireproof plasterboard and then the PIR backed plasterboard over the top, just so that we keep that insulation but also protect these steels from fire. Obviously if we hadn't exposed them, then they would have just remained as was in the wall. You wouldn't think so much debris could come out. I'm not going to say, it's not a small hole, is it? It's thin, maybe, but it is quite deep. Run out from the bathroom. We'll go and have a look outside in a minute. Yeah, fair bit of debris has come out. And then more drainage. More drainage. I think we showed this last week, but it's gone a fair bit deeper now. And it just keeps coming. Obviously where we've got different bits and pieces coming out from different places, I think we're going to have 2 new manholes out here for everything to run into. The other one being down the other end there. But lots is happening. Obviously it's just not as much of a stark difference as it has been some weeks, I guess. Some weeks really just looks like everything's changed, but things are progressing very well. We're very happy. I mean, this week is a real change. Not having been here since Tuesday, it's now Tuesday again, and it's completely and utterly changed. This is now into the first downstairs flat. Walking through, this is the bathroom ahead of us, and this will be the bedroom. Now, we actually think that this bedroom looks a little bit small, and that the bathroom looks a little bit big. So we are going to move the wall across. I don't know if you can actually get the size on here, but we can definitely move it across a bit and still fit everything in and give us a little bit more space. I'll show you upstairs where that's actually been done and you will see the difference. So this flat upstairs is pretty much a mirror of downstairs. I think that this bathroom is the smallest size, so the track has been moved over. And that just, in comparison, it feels like the bedroom is just a nicer size. Again, I'm not sure how it converts onto the camera, but I'll look up and see how wide those are, the plasterboards. But as you can see, with that plasterboard there, you've still got a good bit of space. So downstairs is definitely going to have to be moved. And now we've got some live action. This is how it could be used if it was a kitchen. So back now into the communal area. This will now be another flat on the ground floor. And that is the bathroom. I've actually done a walkthrough of this, so maybe I'll be able to put that in. So this is as you come in. And you've got your kitchen. This is your living area. And then through, am I going to make it? Into the bedroom. Do you know what? We won't be able to do that for very long, but let's take advantage while we can. So yeah, like I say, you're going to have your kitchen in the side there, and your bathroom. So now onto the other side of the building, again into the back. I think this has definitely got the biggest bathroom. I think it's just happened that way because of the double windows there. And this was the one on Tuesday where it didn't have the wall going across because of the drainage. But this is definitely changed. This is, now you can't see through into the ground floor of the duplex. Remember up there where you've got the trimmer for the stairs. And I think that goes all the way up that wall, all the way up both floors. We can go and have a look at that in the duplex now. I do like the duplex, it's got that little bit more space. I mean, at the minute it's full up with plasterboard and everything else, but who knows? This is probably one of my favourite units, to be honest. Like I was saying, it's got the bathroom. I think part of this wall's going to come out because we'll use the understairs space. And again, this is different now. So that goes all the way up to the top. Something I did notice was, I don't know if you quite see, the block and beam, the blocks for the block and beam floor have actually got holes in them. And I was talking to the architect, because obviously we've got to pass sound here, and the builders are 100% that we're going to do it. But I think the architect's a little bit worried because obviously all of this stuff, we're building it, but the existing floor and bits and pieces, we haven't got, we know what it is, but we haven't got specs to say this is how it will transfer sound and stuff like that. So I think he's a little bit worried. So I'll do upstairs in the same order. Into the communal area. Now I can't remember how this is going to be. I think what we're saying is now, rather than this being a communal cupboard, I think we're saying can we incorporate it in? So I think the door's going to be about here, and if we can, that'll be internal storage. This will be your living, kitchen, and then bathroom, bedroom. I was also thinking, I wonder whether we might want to go half obscure glass on the bottom. Bit of a noise outside, might have to go and have a look. But yeah, so not a bad size though. I guess once the other wall in, there'll be a wall from there on the bottom of that metal up to that side, the existing wall there. So it might feel a bit more closed in then, but it feels a nice size currently. Back out. Again, not a bad sized bathroom for one bed. This one here has got a slightly different shaped room. So this will be the same as, this will be a mirror, not a mirror, this will be the same as downstairs, where there isn't currently a wall because of the drainage. And this is another thing. So what we're thinking now is, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but I think it's called a mullion, the centre of the window. So where that one is wider, what we're hoping is we can get this one to be wider, buy a new window, and then have the frame fit to the wall and to the mullion of the window. And again, quite a nice light room for a bedroom. And that just leaves the upstairs of the duplex then, which obviously at some point is going to become disconnected. At the minute, I have to squeeze through here. So this will be the bedroom of the duplex. Guardrail's gone now. And like I've said before, this is a study, but obviously we can't, once we've sold it, we can't tell people what they can and can't do with their own property. So, you know, if this were to be a second bedroom, it's not the worst size. You know, or like a nursery or something. Right, so thanks for coming for a look round, and that's probably going to be everything until after Christmas now. But it's good to see it taking shape, and I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I will try and do some more in the new year.